Have you ever wondered what would happen if the concept of friction is just erased from the world? Well, we'll all just die. Now, everyone knows that friction is a force exerted by a surface when an object moves across it. Friction basically opposes the motion of an object, and we always consider it to be an obstacle. And although friction doesn't seem all that important, however, without friction, our world might just stop functioning. We will not be able to write, as lack of friction would keep the ink from coming onto the page. We won't be able to light any matches, and anything would just slip from our hands. Things would just get worse from here, as we will not even be able to walk and drive, as both activity only happens because of friction. There would also be a loss in air resistance due to the lack of molecular friction. Even if you accelerate using a very minimal force, you will just accelerate constantly until and unless you hit a very firm object. On the contrary, we could just keep on moving perpetually as there would be no opposing force in our motion. Things are just getting started. If you miraculously survive in this frictionless world, you will starve to death as the soil will not be able to adhere with each other due to lack of friction, which means that the agriculture globally will just collapse, just like every other building and furniture holding its shape through brick and nails. Oh, and you thought that this was the main problem? Well, let me introduce you to meteors. 17,000 meteorites hit Earth's atmosphere annually, but thanks to friction, none of it can have an impact on Earth. Nonetheless, with friction gone, extinction-causing events will be plausible on an hourly basis because terminal velocity is a thing of past now, and a meteorite as small as a coin could destroy actual neighborhoods. Moreover, at the quantum level, atoms would just restructure as friction is one of the most imperative cohesive forces amongst atoms and particles. Nearly everything you see is held together, all thanks to friction at the molecular level. Without friction, materials would have no resistance to shearing forces, which means that the entire world will just be a fragile and formless spherical blob. So, what do you all think now? I hope that I could help you change your perception of friction and furthermore help you understand the actual advantages of friction and how the world just survives on friction.